In this video, we're going to have a look at how we manage the services module. So the services module allows you to display the different services you provide, and we can see a link here up in the navigation bar, in our block section down here, and also we can see some featured services a little further down on the home page. So if we jump into our services section, you can see we have a list of 4 different services here at the moment, and if we click on one of these, you can see there's a section for the title of the service, a little bit of an introduction about the service, and then also we can add some bullet points to highlight different aspects of that service. And then on each page for a service, there's a request a quote form. So in here, clients can get in touch with you about that particular service. So if we scroll up here, let's have a look at how this looks on the content management system side of things. So if we jump to our content management system, we can jump into the services editing module, and we can see the list of the 4 different services that we just saw on the website. Across on the right hand side of each service listed here, we have the edit button, the ghost button, which allows to show and hide that service, the featured button, which will decide which services are featured on the home page, and then the delete button, which will allow you to delete a specific service. So let's jump in and click on edit here to look at how this works. So you can see we have a title for our service, which is the title that shows up at the top of the page. We have a slug for our service, which is essentially the name of the web page as it appears in the URL at the top. So if we want to make this a bit more meaningful, we can type in logo-design. And then we have an image for each service. And then down here, we have a text box where we can pop in text, bullet points, and different headings to describe that service on that particular page. We also have a spot for body images and body videos if we want to add videos or images related to that service. If you want to have a look at how to add images and video, then have a look at the pages section. It runs through how to edit a page in depth, which is essentially the same as editing one of the services pages here. So if we press publish now, and come back to our site. If we come back to the services page, when we click on logo design now, you can see that rather than having the Latin placeholder text as a slug up here, we have the word logo design as the slug. So always keeping clear, consistent naming, even in the web browser address bar, is going to help your search engine optimization to make your website more findable. So let's jump into the content management system and have a look at how we make a new services page. So we'll go back to content and services and press add, and the title of this service will be digital billboards, and we'll browse through our main image, which is the image that's going to pop up in our list of services, and we'll use this digital signs image, open that up, and then we'll scroll down, and I have some text copied to the clipboard. We'll just paste that in here, and we'll add a quick list at the bottom here. So every time we hit enter, it's going to add a new item to that list. Okay, so now if we hit publish, we have our new service added, and you can see it's popped right up at the top here as a new service. If we come back to our services page, and we'll see our new digital billboards service listed, we can click there and go in and see more information about that service. Now, on the services page, you may want to reorganize the way these services are ordered, or change what is visible on the home page. And essentially, if we go to the home page now and scroll down to the services section here, you can see we have logo design, neon lighting, web design, and brand identity. And even though if we come back to the services, digital billboards is at the top of the list, it's not one of the featured services. So when you create a new service, it doesn't instantly become one of the featured services. So if I set this to featured now and press publish, and then jump back to my site, if I refresh this page, we'll see now that the new service I've added is listed on the home page now that I've featured it. And we can change the order that things appear both on the services page and on the featured services list on the home page by reorganizing them here. So if I bring neon lighting down to the bottom, digital billboard second, and we press publish, we come back here we'll see now if I refresh this, then neon lighting has dropped off the end of our list of featured services. Digital billboards is now second, and if we jump in and view all the services, we'll see that's the order that's set up on the services page as well. So we've got a lot of nice flexibility in the services section of the website for organizing and reorganizing our services. The one last thing we'll have a look at is what happens when we fill out the contact form. So I'm going to fill out the request to quote form here. So we filled out the request to quote form. We'll press submit. We'll get a success window, and we can either go back to the previous section or back to the home page. And now if we come into our content management system, come to our content page, and then come into the contact section down at the bottom here, you'll see that we have that quote request from the digital billboards section of the website. And as well as the message that's been submitted appearing in the contacts module, it will also be emailed to the contact that's set up in the info section. So if you jump into the info section here, you can see we have our contact set up with an email address, and that's the email address that your submitted forms will be sent to. If you do have more than one contact set up in the info section, then on some of those forms, when they're being submitted, people will be prompted as to which location they want to submit their query to. So take a look at the video on managing the info section in the content management system so that your messages can be directed to the right person. And it's also worth noting that in the contact section, you'll be able to easily see how many people have contacted you through different sections of the website, as we can see a little bit of information about where the messages have been sent from and what type of request it is. And this information, these analytics, will help you to improve your website and the way it's set up over time. So to finish up here, we'll come back to our services section of the website, and as you can see, it's really easy to manage, to add new services, to modify the text and images on those services pages, and to feature certain services on the home page, as well as communicating with clients about those services through the content management system.